Hi everyone, my name is Bracha Gershoni and I am the Community Support Manager at Connecting to Cure. We just had an advocacy panel and it was so amazing. If you couldn't make it, don't worry, we will have the recording out and we hope that you can make it to our next speaker series. This advocacy panel was so powerful because it was such a good reminder that advocacy can look so different to so many people, yet be so powerful. In this video, we asked our Leadership Development Council how they practice advocacy. So stay tuned, please watch it and comment down below how you practice advocacy because every form of advocacy is so important. Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Maya Shoulder and I'm a patient with Crohn's disease. After such intense medical intervention, it was often difficult for me to imagine a day in which Crohn's disease did not control my everyday life and activities. But over time, I was able to reclaim the narrative, and instead of just being a patient, I became an advocate. And to me, advocacy means spreading the word in any way that can help others learn more and to spread awareness. And I get to do that both as an employee at the very institution where I received a lot of my IBD care, but also by talking to my friends, family, and colleagues about my disease. I think it is more important than ever for others to realize that IBD is not just an invisible illness, but rather it is prevalent in both our communities but also worldwide. Being able to utilize my patient experience to help raise awareness about Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis makes me feel valued and powerful.
My name is Alex Kestembaum, and I'm a USC student from Philadelphia, and I'm honored to support Connecting to a Cure. To me, advocacy means using your voice and your actions to support others, raise awareness, and help create meaningful change. It's especially important for IBD because not many people fully understand what it is or the impact it can have on individuals and families. Raising awareness helps educate others, and it also helps people going through similar experiences feel less alone by reminding them that there are people who understand and support them. In my own life, I've tried to practice advocacy in meaningful ways. I donated iPads and Xboxes to the GI department at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia to give kids a sense of normalcy during their treatments and other procedures. I also made a video for the national chapter of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation to raise awareness for IBD and share the impact it has had on my family. Advocacy has taught me that even small actions can make a real difference, and I'm proud to use my voice to help raise awareness, support others, and remind people facing IBD that they are not alone.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bancroft, and to me, advocacy means listening to your body, then taking actions, making decisions, or speaking up on behalf of this. This starts from within, listening to your own body and taking your own initiative, and then also grows into relationships for me, like with teachers, letting them know how my IBD affects my academic life. Then also with doctors, making sure I'm taking an active role in conversations being made about my body, and even with friends, educating them about my IBD so they know how to help me in all my circumstances.
Hi, my name is Jason Guo, and I'm currently an undergrad freshman studying biochemistry and mathematics. I was diagnosed with Crohn's during my freshman year of high school, and I'm currently on remission. To me, advocacy really means to be able to stand up for myself, my diagnosis, and to really be a pillar of strength for others. I feel as though during my time when I was first diagnosed with Crohn's, it was truly the hardest moment and time period of my life. I didn't have a support system to fall back on. I didn't have people to rely on or anyone around me to really talk to because I grew up in a really suburban/rural area that Crohn's was kind of unknown, and I grew up, first generation immigrant parents who didn't really know what Crohn's was or really know how to navigate the American healthcare system. So I feel like as someone who's educated in this background and educated in this diagnosis that I'm able to give 101% into advocacy. And I feel like it's really crucial to advocate because it doesn't only allow me to be able to help others, but it also allows me to educate others and for me to educate myself even more and to learn more about myself and learn how to help others in a positive and a really respectful way. And through that, I feel like it's important to be able to listen to people's stories, and that's truly one of my favorite parts at C2C. And just helping people in general is to hear their stories and hear their backgrounds. I feel as though that no matter how diverse we are, no matter how different we are, having something to just bridge us all together is so important. And it's just been amazing at C2C to be able to see that and to really feel that happening. In terms of advocacy myself, I feel like I practice it so much, so often that it can literally be every day. It can be simply as small as just being able to educate others on my symptoms without explicitly telling them my diagnosis, or it can be something, that is relating to Crohn's and that they want to know more about. And I feel like it's important for me to keep on doing this and to keep on educating people and to keep on, bringing Crohn's in a more positive and respectful light, because it's such a stigmatized, invisible disability. And I feel as though it's important for the next generation to be able to uplift these voices and to continue to do so. And yeah, I'm super excited to see what happens.
And I'll close out this video by saying the work that you are doing, no matter how big or small it feels, is powerful, important, and needed. I practice advocacy by making people feel seen, heard, and appreciated. Thank you so much.